Hey everybody, welcome to spring semester 2021. I'm your instructor, Ryan Bradshaw, and we're going to have a great semester. I have 3 kids, and my middle child always has a lot of anxiety about new semesters and about schoolwork in general. So one thing I've learned about students is that students tend to have anxiety. I was a student for a long time. I went to K-12, and then I took about 12 years of college after that. I did 5 years undergrad, about 2 years in addition to that for my master's, and about 6 years on top of that for my doctoral program. So a lot of school, and each level had some anxiety. So what I'm going to try to do is help you alleviate some of that anxiety, because I know how crippling it can be when you're worried about what am I going to do, how am I going to thrive, how am I going to succeed. What I'm going to do in the next 15 minutes is tell you what you need to do to be successful and give you some pointers as to where you need to go and what you need to be working on. So, when you log into Moodle, first things first, you need to be able to log into Moodle and log into your email, because this video is going to be located in your email. So, I hope you have found out how to log into Moodle and email. If you have not, there is a computer lab on campus. You can call the campus and ask to speak to the computer lab. They can help give you some guidance on that. Otherwise, just reach out to me via email, which I guess you would have had to have accessed your email. But if I haven't heard from you or seen you after the start of the class for a few days, I'm going to be reaching out to you because I need you to do a few things, and we'll go over that. So, first things first, when you log into Moodle, you're going to see whatever classes that you've signed up for. They should be visible at this point. So if you've got 2 or 3 classes, you should see 2 or 3 what are called Moodle shells. And these are the classes I have going live right now. One of them is a developmental course I'm working on. But other than that, these are the live courses I have that I'm instructing for this semester. And so I'm going to go into one of them just to use as an example, but the example is pertinent for all the classes I teach, so it'll relate to. So as an example, this business law class, as I mentioned, the examples in here will be relevant to your experience if you're in principles of management or small business management or another class like ethics. And so when you come to the class, you're going to see a few things. This is a welcome message that has some basic information. The main couple things you want to focus on is being able to read everything in the class, show up for class if it is a seated or meeting virtual class, and do the work. If you're doing the work, if you're reading, paying attention, checking your email often, you probably are going to be successful. If you're not doing those things, it's going to be challenging for you to navigate this course. And so I'm just going to scroll down. This gives you a little intro to the course. First things first that we come to is the enrollment verification quiz. This is extremely important, extremely with double explanation points, because if you do not fill this out, it takes about 2-3 minutes to fill out. If you don't confirm your attendance with that enrollment verification quiz, they're going to drop you from the course, and there's nothing I can do to prevent that. If you were dropped for lack of doing this enrollment verification quiz, I cannot add you back. There's no way. They're very firm on that rule. So you want to make sure you go in today, tomorrow, and do that. If you wait until Friday or the first of the week, you might miss your opportunity. Some of them are due by the 11th if it's an 8-week course, or the 15th if it is a full semester course. But do not wait. You want to do it today, tomorrow, please. That will take that pressure off of you. I will be sending emails and calling you if you do not do it, so please make sure you do that. The next thing down from that, there's an online readiness quiz that you can take to see how you feel about online classes, and also to give you some pointers for success for online classes. Next, we get to announcements. I don't use the announcements function that much because I send stuff directly to students in an email. So that's my preferred method of communication. Next, we get to the course syllabus, the course schedule, and the book. So course syllabus, if you've never seen one of these before, a syllabus is pretty much the contract between yourself, the institution, and myself. So the syllabus will give you, click on this, a lot of good information. It goes over the information about what the class is, my contact information and office hours. Email, once again, is the preferred way to reach me. If you email me, please be respectful. Please identify which specific class you're in by listing the entire class credentials up here, meaning that if you tell me I'm in business law, well, I have 2 or 3 business law sections going right now, so I don't know which business law that is. So please say business 115 IN1 in this example. So tell me specifically which business class that you're taking so I can know that. If you need to talk to me over the phone or in person, email me to schedule an appointment. We can make sure that we're both able to get on the phone together. That's usually how I do it. Or if you want to talk face to face, we can accommodate that. But please email me so we can arrange that. The next thing on the syllabus is the course outcomes for the institution, the program, and the course itself. There is no required textbook for you to go purchase. However, we do have a textbook provided for free through OpenStax. There's a link under the syllabus and under the course schedule. This is a tremendous resource available to you for free. Great book. I've used it for a couple semesters. You can either review it online, you can download the app to view it in, you can download a PDF, or you can order a print copy. The print copies are very affordable, $17 for a print copy off of Amazon, and they will mail you it's a Prime as well, I think. Yes, it is. So, yeah, they'll send it right to you, and that's a great opportunity and a great cost, but you can get it for free online. This is called an Open Education Resource, and it's just tremendous to be able to have access to a high-quality textbook for free. So you click on this, and you can walk right through and talk about these different aspects of business law. I usually provide to my online students one lecture a week that they can watch, and then some supplemental lectures through podcasting, which I do have a podcast in. If you look at any email, I'll get to this in a second, but at the bottom of all my emails, there's a link to the podcast, and that podcast is basically something that you can use to hear lectures, what we talked about in class. So that's the name of the podcast. So if I have a live lecture on a Tuesday in a Principles of Management class, but you either want to review it if you're a seated student that's viewing it virtually, or if you're an online student exclusively and you want to listen to what we talked about in class, you can have access to this podcast and listen to that lecture. I find that a lot of students use this and they like it because it can be done anytime and it's on your time. It is available through a bunch of different providers. Apple Podcasts, it's got Spotify, so you can click on whichever one works for you. If you're an Apple person, there it is. If you prefer Spotify, you also have access to this. And you just click on it on your phone. You can listen to it through some earbuds. Very convenient. And so, but in any case, go back to the syllabus. So that textbook, though, like I said, it's provided for free and great resource, and you will see me go through it with the video lectures and hear me talk about it on the podcast. And if you're in class or doing a virtual meeting, you will also be able to see that. We ask that you participate using a laptop or desktop. I've had students in the past that try to do the entire class using a smartphone, or try to just use a tablet, and it really doesn't work very well. Just trying to turn in assignments via a cell phone. Even if you got the best cell phone in the world, it's still a little cumbersome. So, all right. So no makeup work, no exceptions. The reason we do that is to make sure that you are being accountable. When you go to work, a lot of my students have goals to have a good job one day. So when you go to work, they want you to be accountable to that work right now, and they want to turn it in and done right now. They don't want you to say, oh, I didn't turn it in or I didn't get it done. They want good work done now. And so with that in mind, you should have an expectation that I want to do my homework and get it done in a timely way. I don't think any of the homework is more than you can accomplish. And the thing is, you just have to make a commitment to excellence and get it done. Don't procrastinate. I'll show you a tool in a minute that can help you be more vigilant. This is a 10-point grading scale. You can see that right there. I'm going to skip around because I want you to read this, but I also have other things I want to talk about. We expect you to have a high degree of academic integrity. I want you to not cheat or plagiarize in order to accomplish your grades. If you do that, that could put you in a situation where we're having to have a discussion about it, and that's not a good place to be. They take integrity very seriously. I take it very seriously, and don't put yourself in that situation, or don't put us in a situation where we have to address it. So COVID-19 protocols, we are still maintaining all the protocols. If you're on campus, you need to be wearing a mask. Need to be social distancing, washing your hand, avoiding touching your eyes, nose, mouth. Cover your cough, sneeze, avoid close contact with sick people. Monitor your health daily, and stay home if you're sick. Do not come to campus if you're not well. Let us know what's going on with you. There's some other things on disabilities, non-discriminatory statement. We welcome everybody to campus. Doesn't matter who you are, what your background is, or who you are personally. We want to hear from you. We want your ideas, your thoughts, your beliefs, and we want to discuss those. We want to learn from you as much as you learn from us. And we believe in respect, meaning that you may disagree with another classmate's ideas, but we don't judge those ideas. We discuss those ideas and weigh them on the merits of what they are. We intend this to be an intellectual exercise and for you to be studious and have respect for everyone. You can record these lectures if you like, but I do record them and post them in the form of a podcast, not only for access at a later date, but also just for anybody can listen to what was said in class and discussed. We do require you to be in class. If you are a seated individual that's meeting virtually, I need to see your face so I can see that you're present and being in attendance in class. So just because you log in and you've got a blank screen on your Google Meet, that's not enough to satisfy attendance. You do need to turn in work every 14 days within a rolling period, preferably every week turning in work. That way you will avoid issues of crossing that 14-day threshold and potentially being dropped. You can work ahead if you like. However, I still require you to post work every week. So if you work a month ahead and you've got all your work, you need to post those each week instead of posting it all at once and not attending week to week, because that will get you dropped. Please be respectful of other people in the classroom. Avoid making loud noises or taking phone calls into class, things like that. There's some additional stuff to read, but I do want you to print this out, review it, read it, internalize it. If you have questions, let me know. Other things, the last thing I'll talk about very briefly is the course schedule. Every course should have one of these. This lays out the timeline for the course, and it's really well done. It's broken up so you can see when everything is due. You can see we do have that enrollment verification quiz due now. Next week will be Chapter 1. Then we'll have a day off that Monday for Martin Luther King Day. But then, we'll come and have more assignments due. That's just in this particular class. Be sure to access your own schedule in your own class, whether it be business law or whether it be principles of management, small business management, ethics. I will be sending out specific communications to each class on next Tuesday. So if you're an online class, I will send you specific video communication. Usually on Tuesdays I send those out. So you may get something in advance of that, but you may not. So count on that by next Tuesday. All right, guys, I appreciate your time and attention. If you need anything, let me know. Let's have a great semester.